You signed up for the free workshop. You showed up. You took some notes. Maybe you even felt like things were starting to click. And at some point during that event, you started wondering what the next step was. Here's what most people don't realize going in. The free workshop was always designed to answer that question for you. It's not just a class. It's the opening move in a sales sequence. Now, that doesn't automatically make it bad, but if you don't understand how that sequence is structured, the next step can catch you completely off guard, financially and psychologically. You probably signed up because the promise felt simple. Learn how real estate investing works, hear how other people are making money, understand how to get started, and sometimes those workshops do deliver something useful. You walk away understanding equity, cash flow, motivated sellers, assignment, rehab budgets, concepts that felt confusing before. That's real. But here's the part most beginners miss. The free workshop is almost never the final destination. It's one step in a larger funnel. And that funnel has a specific direction: a paid event, a strategy session, a coaching program, and a membership. Something that costs more than you expected when you first click the ad. If you don't know that going in, the transition can move faster than you're ready for. And this is where beginners need to stay level-headed. Free education isn't automatically a scam. Companies use free workshops because it's easier to build trust when you can experience the teaching first. You see that in fitness, software, business, coaching, almost every industry. The problem isn't that the workshop starts free. The problem is this: the free workshop can make you feel educated enough to buy without making you feel educated enough to judge what you're buying. And that's the gap. You feel more confident, more hopeful, like real estate finally makes sense. But you may still not understand the numbers, the full operating costs, the support structure, or what comes after you enroll. And that's exactly when someone can be moved too fast. I'm the insider, and I've watched how real estate education funnels are built from the inside. The free workshop is designed to do more than teach. It qualifies you, it frames the opportunity, it surfaces your pain points, it builds trust. And it makes the paid offer feel like the natural next step, not the sales pitch. Again, that doesn't mean every workshop is a trap. It means you should understand what's happening while you're inside of it. So let's walk through the 6 stages of a typical free workshop funnel. Step 1. The workshop reframes the opportunity. The speaker almost always opens by making real estate feel bigger, more accessible, and more urgent. They talk about rental income, flipping profits, tax advantages, inflation, layoffs, retirement. The need to stop depending only on a paycheck. And some of that may be true. Real estate can be a strong wealth-building vehicle. But the workshop typically shows the opportunity in a simplified form. It focuses on what's possible, not everything required. So hold on with this. Opportunity doesn't equal readiness. Just because real estate can work doesn't mean you're ready to buy whatever they're offering next. Now, step 2. The workshop teaches enough to create interest. This is the educational portion. You may see a sample deal, learn a framework, hear a strategy explained in plain language. And this part can be valuable, but it's almost always incomplete. A free workshop might show you a $30,000 profit without slowing down to explain every cost that could reduce that number. It might explain how to find motivated sellers, but skip how many conversations that actually requires. It might introduce funding strategies without covering lender terms, real risk, or what happens when a deal takes longer than planned. Treat the free workshop as an introduction, not a complete education. Now, step 3. The workshop exposes your gap. The speaker helps you see what you don't know. You can't find deals. You can't run the numbers. You don't know how estimate repairs or talk to sellers and how that operates. That awareness can be useful. A good teacher helps you see the gap, but a sales funnel uses the gap to create dependence. The message becomes you can't do this alone. You need the system. You need guidance. Maybe you do need help. But before you buy, you need to define that gap specifically. Do you need basic education, deal review, accountability, capital, a local team? If you don't know which gap you actually have, you may buy the wrong solution entirely. And that's the first major takeaway. The free workshop helps you see what you don't know, but you still need to identify your specific problem before paying for the next step. If you want help spotting how a free workshop transitions into a paid offer, download the free Seminar Survival Guide. It'll help you slow down, ask better questions, and protect your decision before the pitch starts. So let's keep going. Step 4. The workshop introduces the paid path. At some point, the event shifts. What started as teaching turns into an invitation, and that invitation might be framed as a strategy session, a 3-day boot camp, a mentorship, or a special enrollment opportunity. The transition is usually smooth. It may sound like, if you want help implementing this, here's the next step. Or, we don't have time to cover everything today, but we'll go deeper in the advanced training. Know what you're actually buying: more education, live coaching, templates, deal review, or just another sales environment. Now, step 5, the follow-up begins. After the event, you may get emails, texts, retargeting ads, deadline reminders, and testimonials. That's normal funnel behavior. The company wants to keep the decision active. Not all follow-up is bad, but all of it is designed to bring you back into the buying frame. So before you respond, ask one question: am I getting more information or just more pressure? There is a real difference. Step 6. The next offer may lead to another offer. This is part most beginners miss entirely. The free workshop may not be selling the final product. In fact, in most cases it isn't. It may be selling the next step, and that step sells the bigger step. Free workshop, paid weekend, coaching, VIP, mastermind, or advanced training. That structure is common. So before you buy anything, ask, what is the full path? What comes after this step? Will there be another offer? What support is included now versus later? And how much could this cost if I keep moving through the funnel? Those are fair questions. Any legitimate program should be able to answer them. Now, here's the insider breakdown. What they show you. They show you possibility. They show you simple examples, student wins, a clear next step, the message that you don't have to figure this out alone. And for a beginner, that feels genuinely helpful. But here's what they leave out. They often leave out how the free workshop connects to a paid event, and how the paid event connects to a higher ticket offer. They leave out the operating costs after enrollment. What percentage of students actually complete the program? What happens when someone doesn't close a deal, and they leave out the distance between learning a strategy and being ready to execute it? What you actually need to know: the free workshop isn't just a class. It's a filter. It filters for people who are interested, motivated, dissatisfied with where they are, and open to help. That doesn't make you weak or naive. It just means you should understand what role you're playing in that room. You're not only a student, you're also a potential customer. And once you know that, you can listen more clearly. Before you decide on anything after a free workshop, run through this checklist. Number 1, what did I actually learn? Write down the practical lessons, not the motivational ideas. Number 2, what do I still not understand? Name the specific gaps, the numbers, the funding, contracts, market, or support. Number 3, what exactly are they asking me to buy? Not help. The actual product, the course, the call, the event. Is it coaching? Number 4, what's included and what's extra? Access, length, refund policy, and any future upgrade costs. And number 5, can I decide outside of pressure? The real educational fit should still make sense when the room gets quiet. So if you attend a free real estate workshop, don't walk in cynical. Walk in aware. Learn what you can. Ask questions. Watch the examples. But also watch the transition. When does the workshop stop teaching and start selling? What is the next step? What does it cost? And what problem does it actually solve for where you are right now? Again, download the free Seminar Survival Guide before your next free workshop or webinar. It'll help you spot the funnel, understand the offer, and avoid making a fast decision under pressure. And when you're ready for a lower pressure way to learn deal analysis, real estate fundamentals, and the strategies usually buried inside expensive programs, then check out the Vault. The free workshop isn't the education, it's the on-ramp. What you do with your decision after the room empties, that's where it actually starts.